Hi, I'm Grace Hughes. In July of 2009, my husband Kevin and I took a bicycling trip through some wee little towns of Scotland. But it was more than just biking. We took trains, planes, buses, and we sailed back home on the Queen Mary 2. This is a 17-part video of that trip.
We were at sea for 5 full days and 6 nights. Every night we kept our balcony door open a little bit, and it was lovely to hear the sound of the ocean as we were lying there in bed. It's breakfast time now. It's 8:09 a.m. and it's pretty calm out there. We're sitting at our table here. Morning.
Good morning.
I'm feeling incredibly dehydrated because of that. What did I have? I had a seasickness patch. It makes me very dehydrated, so I'm drinking water. Here's our fancy menu. You get anything you want, basically. Going out on the balcony. This is just the ocean. This is what it looks like. It's weird to be in the middle of the ocean because there's nothing. We saw one seagull. We were thinking maybe it would spend the night on the boat or something. Well, the seagull flew way the hell out of here. Glad we're not jumping overboard. We took a bracing mile walk around the promenade. It was 6 times around. How you doing?
Fine.
Hey, we see a ship. Hopefully it's not a pirate ship. Way out there. 2 of them. Way out there. Hopefully they're not pirates. Coming to get us and we have to jump overboard.
Step overboard.
Step overboard. Because they told us if we have to go overboard, we shouldn't jump. We should step. Here's Kevin with his jacket on. And we're in the Queen's room and we're about to have us some afternoon tea. And we saw this woman in the very skinny white pants. She's going to be, it's like some type of a quartet, I think, playing. Over there. There they are. We just came in literally 3 minutes ago and there weren't any waiters, and now there's like 100 waiters. All hovering around. They all have white gloves on. So he's at least putting on his white gloves. I mentioned that the sea is now moderate. Before it was mild, and now it's at what, 4 to 7.5 foot waves. They don't look quite that big to me, but of course we're on a boat. But so maybe they'll keep picking up, and then we'll see waves that crash against the windows. That was a big wave. I don't see Tom Hanks out there floundering around, so that's good. He must be safe. I just can't tell you how interesting it is. It's just us and the ocean. And the other 2,700 guests and, I don't know, a total of 4,000 people, so lots of them. Here's Kevin. He's going to demonstrate how he's eating the sandwich. What kind of sandwich is that?
That's the ham. No, turkey.
Turkey. Very good. How is it?
It's good.
Very good. And the waves, I think the waves are getting bigger. Wow, look at that one. I have my freshly made warm scone with the cream and the jam to put on it, and Kevin got some lovely sugar-free cake. What kind is it, do you know?
Delicious.
Maybe you should try it.
I did try it.
And you don't know what it is? Just delicious?
Yeah.
Very good. The waves are just getting higher. I hope you can hear the music in the background. I think they're still getting bigger, the waves. Look at that one. They just look more huge. Wow, what? Can you see that? I just think the waves continue to get more and more grand and huge. Now there's a lot more people here than there were before, because when we came it was virtually empty. And the waiter just said it does get more crowded as the trip goes on. Sunday morning, and now they say it's a rough sea, which is 7.5 to 11 foot waves, and we're up here having a lovely breakfast in the breakfast area with the, so far we don't have anything. I have some healthy tomato juice and my lovely pot of tea. What were we first, honey? We were first at what?
Mild.
Mild, slight. and then moderate, and now rough. Oh my goodness, we're now looking out at the huge waves from deck 2, and it sure is, well gosh, we were just on deck 3. It's a big difference, deck 3 to deck 2, how humongous those waves look. I think it's hurting. Oh my gosh. The winds are gale force. I was thinking we might try to go outside and see if we cannot get blown off the deck. Okay, it's still Sunday. It's 9:30 on Sunday morning, and I wanted to show you what it looks like from up here. Good morning. It's 9:25. We already took a walk around the deck, and that down on deck 7. Now we're on 12, and down there, that's where the kennels are. And we saw a poor dog, a German Shepherd, kind of staggering around. It must have been
Sedated.
Sedated, yeah, the poor thing. But look at, isn't that neat? Queen Mary 2. The sea is much calmer today, huh? The sea is much calmer. Plus we're way up high. So here we are up on the top, deck 13. We can't find the bridge lookout, but this is your view of your middle of the ocean. Okay, we're lying in the bed after having an exhausting morning of, had a walk for 2 whole miles, and then we had a little breakfast, and then we had a little more breakfast. But I'm trying to capture the rolling of the ship. Maybe it's not rolling as much right now, but the clouds would go way up and then way down. Whoa, you can feel it. Last night at dinner, we got to have dinner with the hotel manager, David Stevenson, and we had a candelabra and we had flowers, and they were both rattling quite a bit. Here it is, see ya? Just sitting around videotaping the TV, but I never had it say anything what UTC time is. I don't know what that means, UTC time. I'm sure Kevin would. There's where we are. So this is the Queen Mary 2. This is our channel, and this is what it always tells us every day, all the stuff. It's very neat. 17.4, is that knots? That's not very fast. We've been going faster than that. We were going 20 something. We were going like 23 knots, I thought. Interesting. And it's funny because the sun, it's not going to be up until 8:12 tomorrow morning, and before it was up at like 4. And the sun is setting at 9. I guess I won't just sit here and videotape the TV. Went up on the bridge yesterday to, I mean, you can't go on the bridge, but you can observe the bridge. You couldn't videotape, but there were 2 people their job was, obviously, they were just sitting up there looking out. And each ship was 4 hours, and can you imagine just 4 hours, you would just be looking out at the water. I'm looking out here from the side, but you'd be looking out way up from the top for 4 entire hours. I don't know why you can videotape, but it must be a security thing. Anyway, I'm doing this because I want to hear that the ship whistle again. They keep blowing it. Some people saw dolphins yesterday, but we didn't see any. Wouldn't that be neat to see some dolphins? The sea seems very, very calm this morning. Isn't that neat? Don't crash into anything. Once again, videotaping the TV. The air pressure is rising. It already said that, oh, that's the sunrise. I wanted to get the, I think it said the sea state was slight. And we did have slight first when we started, but then we had moderate most of the time, and then we had rough, I think. Oh, the wind has changed. The wind is going across the deck. Did you see that? The arrow going up? Before, it was always going down across the front of the bow. And the sea conditions are slight. We've gone 2146 nautical miles from Southampton. Our remaining distance to New York is 1096 nautical miles. It's now 12:30. I need a nap. This is the sea. Still can't see much. And there's Kevin. There was like a big line of waiters waiting for the people to come in, but they're just all marching around, all the waiters. This is for lunchtime, and it's not very crowded. I'm in a Commodore Club now, and they're going to have a martini mixology class, $25 per person. That's a lot of martinis. That's for, I guess that's for 3 people.
Due to copyright laws. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
About to start now. We can't actually videotape it, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like here in the planetarium in the illumination. 9:30 on Tuesday night, and the show was canceled in the middle of it. But I don't know if you'll be able to hear me when I'm outside because it's so windy, but it's super warm out. Can you see that out there, how it's light because it's light in the sky? I am delighted that the show was canceled because it was spectacular. See, you can see right there the light changed, and all of a sudden it was breathtaking, and I kept taking video and still photos, and it was amazing. And there's Kevin, he's sleeping. He was tired. Travel can be very exhausting. We're sitting here waiting for some friends to go and have lunch, and here's the lovely flowers, and there's the glass elevator, which goes all the way up there, and there's actually rooms up there, which I wouldn't want to be in a room up there overlooking the lobby. And there's the piano where they had the sleeping man. And there's the casino in there. Okay, what day is this? This is Wednesday evening. It's actually 8:40, and I wish we had come out here before in the evening because it's absolutely lovely with the lights. And I saw so many birds earlier because I found that man who was into birds, and we looked at birds, but now I don't see any birds, but I know they're out there somewhere. So that's pretty neat. That's about as wavy as it gets because it's very calm out there now. It's almost 9. We're the only people up here. It's just amazing that we're the only people here. There's that moon. It's just beautiful out. It's not as windy as it was earlier when I could barely stand up. And these lovely lights are on. We can't get anybody to take our picture though because we're the only ones here. I guess everybody else is packing. It's just stunning to be up here on top of the world. So here's the clouds. They're just rushing in now, these clouds. They're seeing the movie. It's like, yeah, Kung Fu Panda is great, but you know, I could rent that on a DVD. Not gonna be out here in the middle of the ocean too many more times in my life. There were always so many things to do on the ship, and I felt like we did many of them, but at the same time, I'd love to go back and do some of the things I missed. But on the other hand, I wouldn't mind doing a little less. That birding guy I met in the library was wearing shorts and flip-flops, not your typical Cunard passenger. He said he had seen 300 birds on the ocean in one day. But I guess I wouldn't want to spend the entire voyage just staring out to sea. Sailing home was a wonderful way to get back to the United States, and I hope to do it again someday.